they're already. When I make my cone, I make it so it has a little bit of bend, and I would put that up to the sky. That way the bees come up. If you have it down like this, they're wanting to fly up, and they get trapped, but it works better this way.
And what's the material you're using?
It's screen wire for like a window screen. And then I used to cover the whole hole, but this one's a lot bigger. I would cover it with screen, but I found if you use this Coreflex or whatever it's called, the plastic cardboard, they don't go up to the upper part because they can't find a way in. It's easy. They don't smell the hive through the screen. So I've done that on several of them here lately. Now, if it's a small enough hole where this would cover it, then I would just staple it to the tree. But we'll screw those.
What do you do? Set this up and just leave it?
It's gonna. Yeah, I'll set it up and I'll leave it for 4 weeks at least.
For 4 weeks.
It'll take at least that long before the queen will come out. You got to go through all the brood that she's laid in there before they'll leave. Abscond. So once all that brood is hatched, then they'll abscond because they can't get any more food in there than what's in there right now once I close it up. The foragers can't bring the nectar and the pollen back in, and they use up their resources in there, and they get tired of being hungry, so they leave. And that's why I put the box out here. The foragers that I trap out before the rest of the colony leaves, they usually go into the box, and they start bringing in nectar and stuff into that box, and when the queen comes out with the rest of them, she'll go into that box most of the time. I had one last year we did at McClung Park, and they come out, there was bees in the box, but when they come out, they flew off because when we opened the box, the queen wasn't in there. They were out of the tree, but there wasn't any queen or anything in the box. There was just some bees in there, so they evidently just found another home and left the premises. And then once I get that done, then I staple number 8 screen wire over hardware cloth over the opening, close it up so they can't move in. If we leave it open, another colony will move in. You know,
they'll find a way to get in.
Yeah, as soon as a swarm comes across it, they'll move into it. It's because it's already set up for them. So, got the cone ready, got the election signs ready. So, as soon as everybody, I don't know what time is it. I said 6 o'clock. Okay, well we'll give them. So, Linda, we were earlier before you got here. What did I do with my cone? Oh, it's lying over here. I made a cone out of screen wire, and I sewed it up with straight pins, and then I cut a couple of pieces of campaign sign to kind of fit the opening, and that's what the opening looks like. I guess I ought to show the people. Okay, I'll edit that in, but this is going to cover the opening up as much as we can. Let me get down here. We got to make sure there is no opening for them to get in or out of. Yep, I thought that's what I was trying to do.
Never fails, does it?
Well, I come prepared. I've got screws to screw it to the tree. Usually I can staple it on and then
You got lucky with the brain.
yeah. I kind of was watching the weather to make sure. We've had some
Yeah,
bees.
I've had 3 people contact me about this tree.
This tree?
Yeah, it's gonna get taken care of.
We've had bees checking out the box already, so when we get them
closed out of here, it'll make a lot of difference.
What's your guesstimate on time?
It normally takes about 4 weeks, a minimum of 4 weeks. Most of them has been that quick. Sam and I last year had, or year before last, had one that lasted 8 weeks. That was the year that we borrowed your blower and stuff.
Yeah.
It lasted 8 weeks, and we finally had to drive them out. They had too many holes.
Openings.
Yeah.
So if you're lucky and they only have one opening, they kind of have one more.
Well, and if I get it closed up, I've got to get it tight, because they'll
Oh yeah.
push and push and push until they get a spot in there, one like that. Well, if I can stand up, I'm gonna do it. There it is.
Those signs coming up handy.
Oh yeah, I may have to.
Need help hold them?
No, I'm checking to see if I got it cut well enough. I need to trim a little bit off. I can always trim a little off, but I can't put it back on.
I'll get over here just in time not to help.
I dropped my screw. You got it?
Got it.
Don't let me put a screw through your finger.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I once I get the screw in there, then I can,
See where you want to put it.
yeah, I can hold it, and then if I can hold my arm steady enough.
Might not have enough tree.
Might not. We'll fix that with another piece.
Well, they're not as grumpy as the bees in my hive.
Yeah. Okay. It's not going to be pretty, but it works.
Looks pretty good.
Get that started. Okay, that's what I brought the black tape for, those little areas there that didn't match up. Okay, now we're ready to staple our screen. And I was telling them if I make a little bit of curve in it or make sure it points upward, it works better because they want to fly out upward. And this I just start stapling.
How many trap outs have you done?
Huh?
How many trap outs have you done?
I've lost track.
Lost track.
Yeah. I could probably count them up, but probably I know at least a half a dozen over the last couple of years. And I gotta make sure and what'll happen, I'll come back tomorrow, probably every day for the next week or so, and check to make sure they don't find a way out. That was out.
Might have a crack down on the right-hand side down here by
Huh?
where the W is on that one edge.
Yeah.
Down,
On the sign.
on the sign down.
Oh, here?
Yeah, right there. Looks like that might be a little hole.
Well, if it is, they will find it,
Yeah, let me get-
and then I'll close it up. That not too hard on that one.
Well, you said you was gonna put some tape around there anyway. but-
Well, I was just gonna put some tape up here to close that up. Normally I don't, because even that Gorilla Tape sometimes don't hold on the bark and stuff.
Yeah.
Get a little bit of Gorilla Tape.
So do you kind of point the cone in the direction of the box?
Sometimes, a lot of times I'll hang the box above, especially if it's up in the tree higher. I'll hang the box above the cone, so the bottom of the box is just above the cone, so when they come out, they find the box. Yeah, I was telling them earlier, I don't know if you were here, they can come out this, but normally they don't find their way back in because they fly back to right here, because that's where their hole is. That's where their normal entrance is.
So the stragglers that are flying around,
They won't get back in tonight, and they'll have to.
they'll have to go in your box.
Right. If they're smart, they'll go in the box, and most of the time they do. I'll come back tomorrow, and there'll be activity on the box. Like I say, usually I don't get them completely blocked out the first time, but sometimes I get lucky and get them.
Oh, they're coming out.
Yeah. See, there's one already on the box. He's got, or I shouldn't say he, she's got pollen on her legs. So
Yeah, where do I take it? I can't
that's
get in my hole.
what they'll do. They'll come and start depositing in the box. And they were coming in about this level before,
Uh-huh.
so that's why
I see.
I got this up off the ground. The one we did at McClung Park last year, we set the box just right on the ground in front of it because we had the cone down lower. And I was telling them that when we did that one, the bees, when the queen come out and stuff, they flew off. They didn't go into my box.
Yeah.
There was bees in the box, but the queen left and took the rest of the bees with her.
Yeah.
But so, and it's getting late enough at night, there's not going to be too much traffic coming out. It'll be bees. We got a bunch of them behind you.
Yeah.
We're blocking their entrance, and as soon as we get out of the way, they'll be against here. So what I'll do is gather up my tools here, and I'll stand here and watch it for a while, just see what it does.
There's one in the box.
How many frames you got in there?
10.
10?
Yeah, they're all drawn frames. They were
Okay.
a hive that I reduced down to a single deep, and it doesn't have any resources in it at all, but it has drawn comb, some old drawn comb, some newer drawn. Nothing really nasty bad. Some of it's got a little bit of damage and stuff on it, but see, they're already, once we get out of their flight path, they're all around our heads up here.
Yeah.
They'll start, and I'll strap that box together so if it gets knocked off of there, it doesn't come apart on me. I'll put that strap back on it. See, they're already starting to gather up.
Yeah.
Usually I do these earlier in the day, but since a lot of people work and stuff, I thought I'd do it a little later in the evening so more people could come watch. And you'll see there's several of them in the cone,
I see that.
and here they come out now. There's one, and they'll just start filing out. And as long as they don't find a way back in tonight, they'll have to either go to the box or just spend the night outside somewhere.
There usually some few bees in the tree that the queen just gives up.
Right. Well, I mean, and that's why it takes 4 weeks, because, you know, bee math.
Yeah.
You got the last egg she laid, it's got to go, depending on whether it's a drone or a worker, either 21 or 24 days.
Yeah.
And then they'd go another week or so before they're able to fly.
Yeah.
So once the resources stop coming in, then she starts shutting down on laying,
Yeah.
and they're preparing to find another home by that time. You know, they're gearing down and packing up and moving out. But that's all there is to it, other than now it's a waiting game.
Yeah.
They
We got about 4 weeks to wait.
yeah, I've never had one finish in less than 4 weeks. And I don't know when this moved in here how much resources. It depends on how much resources they have in the house, on how long it will take them. So, but yeah, it's interesting. I can stand and come out here and I'll stand and watch them for 20-30 minutes, just seeing what they're doing and make sure they're not finding a way in.
They're looking.
Yeah.
Looking hard.
They know where they're supposed to go, but they can't get there. And the screen allows them to smell the hive. I was telling earlier, some people use 1/8-inch hardwood cloth and stuff like that to do this. And some of them use a flat board and, you know, put it to the tree. I seen one on video here recently that they had it on a big piece of plywood or something, and they cut a hole in the center and screwed the plywood to the tree. Which I found this stuff works easier because you can form it to the tree.
Yeah.
And you don't have to try to stuff holes or anything like that. If you have a problem, you just put another screw in it.
Yep. Repurpose.
And I got plenty of those things.
Yeah, I did too.
I use it for all kinds of stuff with bees. So the other thing we'll do is post this sign. And let me just screw it to the tree here. Put a screw in. So people know what's going on down here and don't come down here and,
They leave it alone.
well, I never had anybody bother the one at McClung. I had this sign up there too. We had a little bit of a fence, plastic fence around it, but people know it's bees. They'll usually stay clear of it.
Yeah, I think you'd be okay, especially over here. But you're going to have trouble if we
Better put another one in it just so it doesn't fly around. I guess my video's still getting the bees flying around down there. There's a lot of them coming back with pollen on them. Okay. They're warned. They get stung, it's their own fault.
It's their own fault.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and stop my video. I can keep videoing if you want. I don't know, do you want to just post yours to Facebook or you want to send it to me and I can... Okay.
And I don't have Facebook.
Yeah, they're trying to find another instance. So it's Tuesday after we started this trap out last Friday, and I come back and closed up a few holes where I think the bees might have been getting in, and I moved the box so it's touching the base of the tree here, and the bees seem to be moving into the box a little better. There was very few bees in the box, so we'll see if this will attract them to the box a little better. But there's a lot of bees on the outside yet.